so many human beings live and die without ever unleashing the true power of their brain. What if I told you that technology has now made it possible for you to have a literal coach for your brain that senses your brain, trains your brain, and provides you with immediate biofeedback on your breath, your heart, your level of calmness, and your overall state of being, as well as the very health of your brain itself? I'm super excited to tell you about one of the things that I have spent my past month diving into. Welcome to Via Frequency. My name is Olivia. I am an energy healer, a trained Reiki master practitioner, as well as a mentor. I'm extremely passionate about helping people to step into their power and expand their consciousness. I'm actually a huge fan of looking at the human body, this vessel that we all inhabit here on planet Earth, as a technology in itself, and with all the external technological advancements that are going on in the world right now, utilizing these beneficial tools that can help us with more focus and productivity to process emotions and process stress, to optimize and expand our capacity as integrated beings. And if we want to live healthy, successful, fulfilling lives, state of being matters. That is where technology like this little guy comes in. This is the Muse S Headband. This is the packaging. And this right here is the magical device that I'm going to be telling you about today. And I'm really excited to let you know about how it's impacted me. But first, let's break down a few key points. Muse is a brain sensing and brain training headband that incorporates electroencephalogram, also known as EEG technology, to detect your brain waves in real time with pinpoint accuracy and assists you in truly unlocking your brain, unleashing its power, which often, by the way, without the correct tools and knowledge, simply lies dormant. If you open up the headband, on the inside, there are calibrated sensors. There's one here, 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 and here that track the electrical activity in your brain. It also contains a PPG sensor, which tracks your heart rate, as well as an accelerometer that tracks your body movements. So I want to let you know that Muse has been utilized by highly renowned institutions like the Mayo Clinic, Harvard, NASA. This technology has been studied at length and in depth, and it is legit. Instead of being just a fitness tracker or a sleep tracker or a meditation device, it can literally do it all. Muse can help you to sharpen your focus, lessen, and also better manage the stress that we all have to deal with in life. And not all stress is bad stress. It's our own capacity to handle it within our nervous system that matters. And this version of Muse's neurofeedback device will also help you optimize your sleep. The headband actually connects to your phone via Bluetooth technology, and that opens access to the Muse app. So my main use of Muse has been in meditation. I was so excited to dive into this because if you know me, you know that I am devoted to my meditative practice, and Muse has worked to give me biofeedback in so many ways. Biofeedback mentally to really sharpen my focus. It also helped me to reel it back in when I begin to lose focus. It also tracks my heart, which helps me to transform anxiety into energy that I can actually utilize. It has helped me immensely to ease tension in my body as well. One of my biggest noticeable issues when I sit down to meditate, even sometimes when I'm just trying to focus on work, I would get this pulling sensation in my shoulders, sort of like in my shoulder blades, as if somebody was pulling my shoulders up like a puppet on strings. That's the best way I can describe this sensation. But by tracking my body movements, Muse has actually helped me to also improve my posture in meditation, which, come to find out, was affecting my shoulder tension the entire time. Muse also gives you direct biofeedback on your breath, which is so important. The breath practices we use and utilize have such an impact on our state of being. The breath is our life. It is everything. Muse is multifaceted. It is literally coming from all angles. So how this works is, if you have long hair like me, you want to put your hair up for a little bit just while you're putting on the headband, because you want these sensors to really make a clear connection with your skin. So you put it on, you pair it with your phone, you open the Muse app. A portal of possibilities literally opens at your fingertips, because you are able to approach the biofeedback process from all these different angles. I first spent time exploring the mind biofeedback, then I went into the breath, then I went into the heart, then I went into the body. I also utilize so many of the other meditations within the Muse app, and what I love about it is that there is so much education in here. There are specific programs to get you from point A to point B with really simple and easy bite-sized teachings and knowledge that you're immediately integrating into your practice and truly learning how to implement it. When you choose any given meditation, Muse will then test the signal, then you will begin. And how this works is Muse is providing you auditory cues as to when you're entering a very calm, relaxed, and focused state. So Muse is tracking when your mind is active, Muse is tracking when it's neutral, and when you enter that calm state, you are rewarded in some of the meditations, for example, by hearing birdsong. So every time you hear that birdsong, you know you're on the right path, and it is automatically programming your brain that that is the optimal state of being to maintain. Progress is also tracked with a scoring and point system in the apps. Birds are awarded for moments spent in calmness. Stars are awarded for recovery. So every time that you get a little bit distracted, and then you're able to pull it back. Each of these has a point system that contributes to your statistics that you receive at the end of your meditation session. So you're able to go back and review your calmness score, your stillness score, your heart rate. You're able to literally go in there like a scientist and break your meditation down piece by piece and truly understand the mechanism of what is going on beneath the surface. And I cannot even begin to tell you the power that lies in that. Speaking from personal practice, given that I have studied meditation for many years, I actually wasn't sure at first how Muse was going to impact my practice, but I cannot even tell you the potential that lies in being able to break down your own brain data in front of you and really understand the nuts and bolts of what's going on beneath the surface. Initially, where I expected myself to be dropping into a deeper brainwave state earlier, experiencing that calmness and stillness earlier on, turns out I wasn't always. And this gave me such a greater awareness of how many recoveries I was making and how much time was actually spent in an active or even a neutral state, but not in an actual calm state, which gave me so much information and immense insight into what I could improve on. And given the point system, this technology is literally working with the mechanism of the psyche and our consciousness, and it's almost gamifying meditation just a little bit in order to remove such a need for this intrinsic motivation, or how many people actually dread their meditation practice and it's hard to maintain it. Well, the Muse app is really good at actually giving you incentives and making you look forward to that practice. While there are so many neat elements of this experience, one of the things that I find the coolest is the Alpha Peak. That is a cognitive performance score that Muse provides you with after just a few sessions using the Muse Headband. Now, the Alpha Peak cognitive performance score is literally like HRV for the brain. Just like HRV can give insights into cardiovascular health, the Alpha Peak score can give insight into cognitive health. It helps you to think faster, to focus more effectively. It is all about brain health, and the Muse app will help you to optimize your Alpha Peak score. It can even be an effective early detector of cognitive decline. Now, I love how Muse easily maps out for me when I'm calm, when I'm still, and all of these measures. But as creative and sort of right-brained dominant I consider myself at times, I'm also a very scientific thinker in many ways. So I really wanted to see my brain waves in real time. And Muse now allows you to do that as well. So you can see in real time alpha, beta, theta, etc., and measure how you're progressing over time. Naturally, after every single meditation, you receive a personalized report and you can go in and see your brainwave patterns as well. In terms of sleep, a scoring system is also employed, and your sleep score will reflect how long you've spent in certain sleep stages, like REM sleep. You'll also learn really key data about your sleep position. And you're basically improving and optimizing the efficiency of your sleep. Muse's digital sleeping pill Sleep Fade technology has been proven to do this by 20%. I really want to stress that Muse is not just about meditation. It's not just about sleep. It is truly about training your brain for better health in general, decreasing the probability of early decline, and making you a more effective human being. There are programs in the Muse app that just focus around your relationship to others, gratitude, or success in the workplace, or manifestation, focus and efficiency in work. I mean, if you were solely looking to become far better at focus, far better at productivity. Like, for example, let's say you are struggling to focus on your work on a daily basis or simply perform and finish your daily tasks. I'm actually neurodivergent myself, so it is not always easy for my brain to fit into the limited constructs of the societal mold. So traditionally, I've done my best to step outside of that. However, life is challenging. We all have demands and responsibilities, timelines that we are required to meet. Situations where we are required to fit into a societal mold that maybe we are not used to, comfortable in, or optimized for. Studies have shown that this technology can absolutely help you to harness your brain power, improve your focus, and get better results. In fact, EEG technology has been studied in the context of many different conditions, from Alzheimer's, anxiety, breast cancer, brain age, Cushing's syndrome, mental fatigue, OCD, sleep, stress, stroke, and even how EEG technology can help to improve the workplace as well as something like your golf game. In a 1,000 participant study in 2021, Muse was shown to accurately measure and impact brain health and performance in real world environments. Compared to the control of guided meditation alone, Muse was shown to reduce stress, expand relaxation and cognitive performance, and it was shown to reduce mental and emotional fatigue, improve well-being, have lasting retention and impact, as opposed to education on stress reduction alone. 77% of Muse users said that they had a better handle on their stress. 78% were more calm and relaxed. 72% reported operating with more focus and clarity. 71% reported greater emotional regulation. And relative to a control group, Muse was shown to improve sleep quality by 20%. For me personally, I am watching my calmness percentage rise. I've been able to enter deeper states faster, and what has really impressed me is that almost daily now when I come out of meditation, my alpha peak score is optimal. So not only is that really reassuring to me, I'm going to tell you something. Before I came onto the spiritual path, I was a chronic overthinker. And I have to be honest, especially when I am under great stress, those tendencies can sometimes rise to the surface. And given that without brain scanning technology, we can't just open ourselves up and look at the health of our brain, it's really reassuring to know that after all of the trauma of my past and the years and years of integration and spiritual practice, but also the years and years of anxiety, depression, pain, PTSD, all these challenges and initiations that I have been through on my past and that I continue to unwind, to know that I can measure the health of my brain as optimal is a huge bonus. I have always been an extremely heavy sleeper, so I actually did not think that I was going to be utilizing the sleep lab as much. I will continue to track my sleep with the Muse S because come to find out, I learned so much about my own personal sleep patterns, and I was not getting the most restful, deep, cyclical REM sleep as I should have been. There were plenty of days where I would wake up in the morning and it would just take me a little bit too long to get going. I have really healthy habits. I eat an amazingly clean diet. I was thinking, my sleep should be optimal, but I would go to sleep and I would be in such a heavy, deep sleep, yet I would wake up and I would not be ready to get going. Like I could just sleep a few more hours. I have such a greater understanding because I now have access to real-time statistical breakdowns of my sleep patterns, cycles, and states, so I can better understand what's actually going on inside my brain, inside my body, and every single day now I can work to optimize it. So now you may be asking, well, what did you not like about it? What are the downsides of the Muse headband? I want to preface this by saying I'm not really easily impressed with a lot of the things that I see come across my screen. The products, the apps, the ideas. So much of what is out there today is relying on the trend of personal development and meditation and spirituality. A lot of products and apps come across almost as carbon copies, and they're not backed by science. So Muse already gets bonus points in my book in that capacity. I will tell you one of the challenges I had initially with the Muse headband. So because these brainwave sensors have to be directly up against your skin, I found that at first, sometimes it took a few minutes for me to get a clear signal. I would put the headband on and either my hair would be in the way. I have a lot of it. Or it just wasn't making good contact with my skin due to maybe my moisturizer. But what really helped with that was rubbing this down with a wet towel or an alcohol swab to clean it after every time, so that the sensor is able to do its thing without interruption. And I mean, when I present something to you, I want it to be reflective of my personal experience. And if that was my major complaint and it was easily solvable and fixable, I really don't have too much else to say about it. I will let you know that there is so much more to dive into in the Muse app, so I'm really looking forward to continuing this journey in the coming months, and I would be happy to update you with even more progress in the future. Muse also features another version that simply doesn't include the sleep lab, but does include all the other brain sensing and training features. I can't say enough about it, and right now with my unique link, you can get an awesome discount on Muse products. So if you feel called, go down into the description, definitely take advantage of that and explore that more. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and I will do my best to get back to you promptly. I hope this was helpful, informative, and inspiring to you, to let you know the potential and possibility that lives within you, and that there are now physical tools and technology that can help us to unleash our power like never before. Until next time, have a great one and see you soon.